Hi everyone and welcome back to OpenTTD with me, Tommy P. So today's video we're going to be starting our company up and getting going with building our transport empire. So first things first, let's set up our company. Of course it's going to have to be Mr. Tommy P. Demand respect from my employees. Our company name, I'm going to call ourselves Fast Track Limited. It's a pretty cool name. And then we'll get our new face. Oh, to be fair, the one I've got saved is pretty similar. There he is, what a handsome chap. And then our colour scheme, just to finish that off, get into some British Rail colours, blue and white. Okay, so that's our company set up. First things first, we need to find a starting area on this map from which we'll build our headquarters. So the best way to do this, if you go into the town directory and then sort by population, I want to find the really big cities. And have a look on the map and see where that is. Just going to put the industries on here, just see what's around it. Okay. Mouse playing up a bit. So quite a lot of towns around here. A fair amount of industries as well. Notably some oil. It's probably going to be one of the early game cargoes that I'll be transporting. That's definitely an option. But let's go and have a look at a couple others. Flinting Way. A bit near to that other one there. Puntbourne Bridge. Yeah, some of these names are pretty fantastic. Okay, so another one with quite a lot of big cities and towns around it. Just gonna have a look at another couple. Wildstone. The edge of the map. Probably not as good as the others. I think this definitely looks the best option for us, so we'll go with that. So let's get our headquarters down. And we'll pop that right there on the outskirts of town. Oh yeah, I forgot to put some music on. There's something I forgot. Sound back in. There we are. Right, great. So we've got our headquarters. And the first thing we're going to do in this town is to set up a bus service. Put that down there. Some going on the outskirts, past our headquarters. Okay, that should do us. And then let's just add here as well. Okay, let's get some stations down. This area here. Here. One here. And then the final one here. Give ourselves a depot, which I generally always tend to put on the outskirts of town. Okay, got ourselves a bus going here, so we're going to sort this initially by cargo capacity, as this is a quite sizable town. We're going to have quite a lot of passengers generated here, I think. Change that to passengers. Let's have a look what we've got here. Okay, so this S-Type, 56 passengers, but only does 18 miles an hour. That's the thing with passengers, you need to deliver them relatively quickly. So I think this Leyburn bus, it's got slightly less capacity. It's going to be our best choice here. I'm going to buy one of those. I'm going to give it some orders. So the first set of buses we'll have will get going anti-clockwise. And generally, in terms of the amount of vehicles that you need, I normally base it on the number of bus stops that there are. So in this particular set here, we've got 5, so we'll go for 5 buses. Game start running, and off we go. So when it comes to assigning groups to vehicles, I have quite a specific way of doing this. So for both, well, for all vehicle types, I always have a passenger group and a freight group, and then start setting up subcategories. So passenger, we're going to have we'll call that, well, to be fair, it's probably more high speed. Bus service rather than capacity, because later on we will get much larger capacity buses. And then within high speed bus, create another subgroup relating to the city, and then another subgroup which is going to be called Inner City AC for anti-clockwise. We're going to put our ungrouped vehicles in. We'll sit here, hold control down on the top one, and all those with the same orders that I gave to all these will pop into there. We also need to set up a inner city clockwise service. What I find in this game is, with the cargo distribution set at asymmetric, what it means is you're going to have passengers, say, from Wayward Central, who might want to go to Market Square, but they might just want to go to Wayward. So if you only have a service that goes this way round, by the time this bus is filled up, they might all want to go to Market Square. It only has a capacity of 44 passengers. So it fills up with passengers just for Market Square, and the passengers who want to go here never get to go there. So by setting up both an anti-clockwise and clockwise service, that helps to get around that problem. So I'll go to our depot here. Now, last time when I cloned these vehicles, I held control down, which basically shares the orders amongst all of those vehicles that I copied and cloned. You'll see here it says end of shared orders, but go to vehicle 2, which is in that group as well. That also has got shared orders. So, and if I change the orders of vehicle 1 here, that will change the orders of vehicle 2, 3, 4 and 5, as they've all got shared orders. So to set up the, I don't want that one, wrong bus. Go for the Layburn again. So this time round, I'm going to get it to go Wayward North, Market Square, Central, and then Sloughing Way, and then I'm going to clone that again 5 times, holding control down to share the orders. I'm going to get those going. Window span, and then all of these ungrouped. Now I'm going to move into clockwise. One of the reasons I set up my groups in this way is I'm a bit of a geek when it comes to analysing financial data, and something that I have to do as part of my real job in the real world. So I find it quite fascinating when all this gets going, gets populated, to see which services are doing well, and it does help you make decisions about, you know, which groups you might need to increase capacity on or not. These ones off to a relatively decent start, so that's Wayward done. So obviously we've got a few towns, cities. Kent Town, which is a city, ironically. So I think we'll go to Kent Town next. And we'll add just an inner city bus service to that, just to get that growing initially. Probably only have 2 stations for this city. Again, depot which we'll put there, which eventually we should be able to share with Barnpool here. So we'll go back to the Layburn. I think we'll stick with that one. For this city. and because this has only got 2 stations, obviously you don't need an anti-clockwise and a clockwise service. So we'll clone that, again holding control down to share the orders a couple of times. 2 vehicles going there. We'll go quickly set up a Kent Town group here. And then in a city. Later on, as the towns and cities start to grow, the reason I'm calling this inner city, as the town starts to grow, we might want to start having a service just in the suburbs perhaps, or suburbs to inner city. So you will see some different group types going in to these town names in there. Just have a quick check on how these are doing. They're making money, which is good. Okay, now let's move on to our next town. I'll leave that on for now. Fringworth. Just work out how we're going to have this service. Yep, so I think we'll go here. Yeah. Eventually, we will start connecting towns and cities to each other, but the initial idea with this is just to get the towns and cities to start growing. I think. Yeah. And once they've started to grow, a lot more passengers from them will start to connect up. Towns and cities. So this one will need an anti-clockwise and a clockwise service, so we'll do the anti-clockwise first. So central to east to Fringworth. We'll need 3 of those total, the 3 stations that we've got. Okay, there we go. And then we'll set up our clockwise service. And 3 of those. Need to keep our eye on our money there. Nearly out of money. Might be able to do just one more smaller town for the time being. Okay. So Fringworth. Or Fringworth, my apologies. The residents of Fringworth. So inner city AC and inner city CW. The reason I always do the AC ones, the anti-clockwise ones first, is just so I know which of these go into the right groups. Okay, so they're now in. Start to get growth there now. Town will grow every 105 days. Wayward, lot more. We've got more stations. So generally 4 or 5 to get the highest amount of town growth. Yeah, town growth every 26 days is good. The local authority is loving us, and why wouldn't they? Let's have a quick look and just see what passenger numbers are initially looking like. So already we're getting some pretty big passenger numbers. So again, just to talk to you a little bit more about the cargo distribution model for passengers. So if we take Wayward here, passengers can only go to stations where we have a service to them. So passengers here in Wayward, we've got 662 in total. 325 of those want to go to Sloughing Way. So back to my point about clockwise and anti-clockwise. So if we only had a clockwise one, because we've got 22 passengers here who want to go to Wayward North, which is the next station, we go clockwise, and also 19 passengers for Market Square, which is this one, and a lot of passengers for Wayward Central. There's not enough room on the bus going this way around for passengers who want to go to Sloughing Way. However, by having the anti-clockwise service, all those passengers here that want to go to Sloughing Way will pretty much fully load onto here, and eventually this continues, this trend. I might look at just having a service from Wayward just to Sloughing Way, just on its own, missing these out, if that proves to be the more popular destination. So already starting to build up some good passenger numbers there. Kent Town. Yep, it's okay for now. Okay, so what else have we got around here? Okay. I think what we'll do is we'll set up some bus services in these two here. I think that's pretty much most of the biggest towns and cities in the area with an inner city service. So let's go and do Penwell. Okay, so we'll just stick with centre for now. Get going over the bridge. We have one here. So really think about this. One here. One here. Here should get us pretty well covered. Pop our depot here on the outskirts. We'll stick with the Leyburn for this one. Start with the anti-clockwise service first. 4 of those total. Off we go. And this time the clockwise service. 4 of those going. So our groups up. For Penwell. City anti-clockwise and inner city clockwise. So our ungrouped. Pop those in. Just checking I was in the right town there. Great, that's them done. Not a lot of money. But should hopefully have enough to set up stations. However, you need to be a little bit careful with that, because as soon as you put a station down, the local authority will be expecting you to provide a service to that station. So I might just unfire it. Just speed this up a little bit, try and get a little bit more money in, or do we go and get a little bit more loan? Yeah, I think that's what we'll do. So I'm just going to hold control down on here to basically max out the loan. And as soon as we've bought what we need to buy, I'll repay that, just so we don't accumulate lots of interest on our loan. So the AC service first, 3 of those. And clockwise service, 3 of those. There you go. In Flintfield, where the sun is always shining. So we're here. That's them sorted. So, oh, actually, before I forget, let's go and pay back our loan. Hold control down when doing this. It pays back as much as you possibly can. So that cost us about 20 grand. Our original loan was 100,000. Yeah, so just have a quick look at our operating profit graph. So things heading in the right direction. That's what we like to see. And our finances. So last year our buses made just under £45,000 of income. So yeah, 39,000 profit all in. A lot of construction and mainly vehicle costs, obviously, for last year. But yeah, if we go and have a quick look our services. Now they're starting to come together. Wow, Wayward is making us an absolute fortune. Just going to sort this by profit last year. Let's have it that way around. It shows me the smallest amount of profit made last year. And as you can see, this is the great thing about splitting the groups this way. So the anti-clockwise route, which is this way, which again, when you look at some of the distribution, north, passengers at north want to go to Wayward, passengers at Wayward still want to go to Slumping Way. So I thought that would be the most profitable route, but this really emphasised that for you. It's great because it allows you to, as I say, really focus in on what services you need to improve. My word, there's a lot of theatres. We're going to have to get rid of some of those later on. Okay guys, so that'll wrap up today's video. Thanks for joining me. Hope to see you next time. This is Tommy P, signing off.